when you talk of experience of life, and when you talk of experience to raise our kids, and what our children see in the media is different. What as we have been brought up, and now what our children see in news or in the music industry, always they have to see American style, American things there. So Africans, so we can't motivate our children because we don't have nothing to show them. So now, I remember when I bring my kids, we see the music, we see everything there. American rappers, they wear the pants and they are bummed down there. So if our children come to Australia, what you show on the TV, and everybody compares like African Americans, so that's what we saw. We thought this is African, but that's not. But you see, that is a war I used to have. You know, I could take Ian, he put his pants down because he saw in the TV. Emmanuel, he put a belt under the TV. See, it's a war to take somebody like that in church when the pants is like there. But see, that whole show how African or black people they look at. But see, remember, they're different Africans
than African Americans.
African Americans.
But you see, that's what African Americans have done so well. You see, their culture is so contagious.
It's not a culture, they damage.
That's not really damaging because that's life from their point of view. That's they're like what the media in America has been so powerful and they've marketed it so well. But it's also at the time is again who's in control of the media. I think now it's a bit different because back then it's what they want us to see. Even white companies putting African Americans. What do you see every time you see African American on TV? It's a criminal. They're in jail. Like you said, the pants.
You can't wear normal pants. You can't wear a suit. So for me, I try to
no
wear
business
a suit,
owners.
And then I tell my kids to go to church, and then he put his pants down there. You see, so they damage our. I don't know what we can call it.
I wouldn't say.
But you see, that was difficult to deal with kids. You can't wear this there, and the children look at you. Kids look at you, something like that. But you see, that is our experience. But now, luckily now when they grow up, also they learn, no, this is nothing that. So that's the thing I can tell the parents, no, let the kids wear whatever they want to see in the TV. But when they grow up, that thing change. I can see Ian, he wear a suit. Emmanuel now, they can't wear those kind of things there. But you see, that is marketing. How now we go to put our marketing as Africans, our belief, and our what we think it should be like that.
On this path of life that I'm on right now, I'm always thinking about the future. I'm always thinking about my financial future. How can I make important moves now that are going to impact me when I'm older? This video is sponsored by Raiz. Every time you get an income, you can set weekly, monthly, daily investment goals. You can put aside money while you're growing and seeking the best future for yourself. For me, what I do is every week I have an amount and it puts the money into the stock market. It's all about compounded interest. The actions and the things that you do today are impacting your future. So for me to continually having that compounding interest of money being put away into the stock market, by the time I'm 30, 40, 50 years old, that amount is generational wealth. That is the power of compounded interest. It's always important to think about your future, always important to think about tomorrow and 20 to 30, 40 years from now. What Raiz has done with the Rubasha Family Podcast, they're going to give you $5 once you sign up with the Raiz app and you're approved. You can start your financial journey today. None of this is financial advice. Hit the link in the description, get $5 into your account once you're approved, and get started on your investment journey today. Our stories, and I think like that's just what's so great about this. Like we can influence people, we can help people. Like we're now in control. You know, I'm very wary of how I spend my time. Very wary of how I spend my time. And I think even when I started this podcast, another reason why it resonated with me so well, because I was like, well, obviously I have football and I'm doing my YouTube channel, but now this podcast is another way to keep my time locked in on creating our world. And as we got into it, I saw not only can you make a whole lot of money and this can be something so powerful as a business, you know what I mean? But again, it's just like, how can How can we put, or I put my time into something that's valuable for me, for my family, that I can run my story instead of being locked in on everyone else's story, instead of watching in on everything else. Every moment of every day is like, how can I grow this podcast? How can I grow my personal brand? And I think that's really powerful. Even with you, the conversations that we have in this house, your environment, they say environment is stronger than nature. Your environment is stronger than nature. And that's why it's very important. The people that you talk to on the phone, everyone that is, if people around you are motivated, they're empowering, that is what you're going to do. So us even now bringing this into the house, even now our conversations, we're not just having, of course, father and son, but dad, okay, what's your idea? Okay, that's a great idea. Let's do that, dad. Hey, and then this is something that we can be proud of 200 years from now. Look at what we've done from up until now.
So this is the new venture. So this is the background again. This is what we've been brought up. So to bring this new venture is not something you started from in the street. It's something I started from back home. My father was entrepreneur. All friends, everybody has seen it. Everybody entrepreneur. So you have to bring it to your kids. That's how we started from. So that is the new venture. You see it when you're kids. You see, we are doing different marketing, but it's in our mind. It's something we see 50 years ago. And that's why I bring it to you, to ourselves, to the family, because it's the roots. And that's why I keep also telling my friends, let's go back. We share this thing there. We work together as Africans. And you see, when you build this in you, it's more powerful. When you know you are the same like anyone else, to have good life, to have what you want, to do what you want. See, this grace of God, we equal to get a good life, but as long we put our mind to it.